Meta is probably the most discussed company right now, not only because of its launch of Threads, but also thanks to those crazy words from Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter. After calling Meta's Threads of being cheating recently, cuck appears to be another title Musk puts on his fellow billionaire Mark Zuckerberg. When retweeting a Twitter user's comparison between him and Zuckerberg, the owner of Twitter commented Zuck is a cuck, showing his aversion toward his potential cage fight opponent. Musk may not look like a reasonable guy, but his hatred toward Zuckerberg surely looks reasonable, let alone his personal grudges against Zuckerberg. Meta's Threads does put significant pressure on Twitter, especially its valuation. Market analysts have already downgraded Twitter's valuation to around $15 billion, a significant decrease of 65.9% compared to what Musk paid for it. Nonetheless, with competition from Threads and the continuous chaos within Twitter, this number could even go lower. Many people are considering Threads as a serious competitor to Twitter. However, according to Adam Mosseri, the head of Instagram, Threads isn't aiming to replace Twitter, especially when it comes to political content and hard news. The goal isn't to replace Twitter. The goal is to create a public square for communities on Instagram that never really embraced Twitter and for communities on Twitter and other platforms that are interested in a less angry place for conversations, but not all of Twitter, said Mosseri. Meta may not consider Threads as a Twitter killer, but it is believed this newly launched social app is Meta's approach to expanding its current social media landscape and discovering a potential revenue source. Meta, formerly known as Facebook, has a history of strong financial performance with high gross margins and operating margins before the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as Apple's privacy changes. Despite still recording a $28.6 billion revenue in the first quarter of FY 2023, it looks like Meta is not satisfied with this number, and Threads could be the key for Meta to unlock new revenue streams. Assuming Meta's cost of goods sold, COGS, remains stable, the company is expected to achieve significant improvements in adjusted operating income, reaching $41.38 billion with margins of 34.8% in FY 2023. It's worth noting that these projections do not include any contribution from Threads, suggesting further potential for top and bottom line growth. Meta's valuations have already shown a drastic recovery, and market analysts project a long-term price target of $378.23 based on FY 2025 adjusted earnings per share, EPS, projections, and there could be even more upside potential, given the projected growth rates. While the future looks promising for Meta, there are potential challenges and uncertainties to consider. The digital advertising market is expected to decelerate in 2023, with slower growth rates compared to previous years. The hyper-pandemic and the maturity of the digital space are cited as reasons for this deceleration. Despite these challenges, analysts continue to rate Meta stock as a buy due to the company's expected top and bottom line compound annual growth rates, CAGRs, through FY 2025. However, investors must calibrate their expectations as the recent rally in Meta's stock suggests that much of the growth may already be priced in.